look at some of how the games are designed, you can take Candy Crush, for example. Yeah, it's free, and I'm competitive, and I do play Candy Crush. I love Candy Crush. However, you look at the very design of the game, and you're gambling all the time, realistically.
Oh, yeah.
So you got the little wheel, and you get the little lollipop or what have you. And if that doesn't give you what you want, you have that opportunity to spend money in that game.
Oh.
It's funny that you brought that up because I was just going to admit that I've spent like $7 on Candy Crush. I said I was never going to do it, but I was like, I just want to get to the next level.
And it's really easy to get really wrapped up in that and not even realize that it could be an issue.
The average problem gambler starts gambling at the age of 10.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
That's young.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So, and it's a problem that many parents don't think as a real issue. They think, well, at least my children aren't, using drugs, but they can get themselves into trouble down the line with their gambling, and that's what we want to avoid. It's not just young people that participate in these type of activities. It's middle-aged people. It's people who are, middle-aged and above. So it's something that's really something that we have to keep an eye on because people could develop an issue with it. When you're talking about 2 to 3% of those individuals who game might develop an issue with it, we're talking somewhere between 60 and 80 million people worldwide might have some sort of issue with their gaming. And it's something we definitely want to keep an eye on because accessibility and acceptance of these activities makes it so that we want to keep people out of trouble. I mean, at this point, the crack cocaine of gambling, so to speak, is considered slot machines because of the speed of play and the lights and the sounds.
And you don't use real money.
And it doesn't seem like it. You stick your money in and it's credit. So it doesn't seem like you're losing much, but the dopamine release is occurring. But the same happens with sports betting.
How do you know if a friend of yours is struggling, has a true problem with gambling?
Oftentimes you can see a plethora of issues such as withdrawal from family or friends, that isolation from normal activities that they once participated in. The possibility of you seeing some of your items missing from your household, those of value to gain the money or access to, their habits. They can start hiding gambling losses from their family members. There's a lot of secrecy or deception when asked about gambling or finances. Oftentimes that we also can see people that talk only about the wins. They never speak of that they've lost. And then what are we going to do as parents or as Kansans to try to assist those that are suffering? So it's creating, healthy options, alternatives, limiting your amount of time that you are, doing the social gaming or are participating in those activities.
Yeah, we definitely want to encourage any Kansan out there. If you want some information for your community, reach out to Misty, reach out to myself, reach out to the Kansas Prevention Collaborative, and we could, provide all sorts of resources from education to programs, pamphlets, brochures. If you need a presentation for your community, please feel free to reach out to us. And there's just a plethora of resources out there that are available. And just want to let people know that there is treatment, that there is recovery for gambling, whether it be gaming or social gaming or just gambling in general. And we want to make sure people know that help is available and that we are ahead of the curve here in Kansas. And there's data. There are a lot of resources. Actually, one of the things that I think we're strongest in Kansas around gambling is the availability of data. And how we just have everything from the KCTC. We just actually, our partners over at Greenbush did a statewide problem gambling survey. So we know what the problem looks like here in Kansas, and people just know that there's resources out there.